Yo, what's up guys? It's over the Wolf469 and welcome to a new Ninjago video. Season 13 just ended, so I thought it would be a good idea to sum up my final thoughts. What I'll do is like an episode review. I'll say my thoughts, the pros and cons, and ultimately, how I would rate the episode on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best. Got it? Cool. Let's get started. Also, spoilers. Duh. Coming out of Season 11 and Season 12, I think we can all agree that Ninjago was at a very low state in its quality. And I can very much say I was worried for how the season would turn out. Not that Season 12 was bad or anything, it just wasn't the best season. And oh, I was wrong. Season 13 delivered. The season's plot is pretty much to get the Months and the Geckos to work out their differences and be freed from their slaver, the Skull Sorcerer. It was a unique plot, I definitely praise it. However, there are some cons I will note shortly. Cole finally got a focus season, and wow, this is Cole at his peak. Beforehand, we did not know much about Cole apart from being the Master of Earth, his mother dying, the dilemma with his father regarding the Oppenheimer School of Performing Arts, and loving cake. However, this season, we got to learn how his mother died, what she did, and Cole tries to live up to her legacy. Huge praise. I was also happy that all the ninja had at least something to do compared to other seasons. Also, finally, Lloyd had a minor role. This is how Lloyd should be treated going forward. Not saying that he should not get his share of focus, but to let the other ninja have their share of focus. Sure, I do accept that he will eventually get another focus season, and at some point he may be a season's secondary focus. But he doesn't need spotlight in every season, am I right? The new allies were also cool to meet. I loved how they all had at least some importance, such as with Vanya, Gulch, Gleck, Mortessa, the Upli, and Hailmar. Hopefully they show up again in a future season because I do not like how recent allies such as Akita, Scott, and others have been abandoned. It's obvious that Cole and Vanya like each other, and I ship them. Hopefully their relationship is established in a future season. Vangelis, otherwise known as the Skull Sorcerer, was also a pretty cool villain. I loved how threatening he was coming out of Season 12. Unagami was a different type of antagonist, but I was hoping for a threatening villain. This season delivered. There is a con I will explain shortly though. One last thing to mention, I loved how there was so much lore that was explored. Now we know about Spinjitzu Burst, a power we can all assume the ninja besides Cole will eventually perform in future seasons. Also Shintaro. I like the concept of kingdoms and if we will ever get to see another like say Metalonia. As for cons. First, I feel like the Gecko and Munch conflict was way too childish. They just picked on each other. For example, I said something in my episode 3 review about a Gecko putting a pot of food on a Munch's head. Seeing them try to punch each other or throw pots of food on their heads felt a bit too childish. Really? Additionally, just think about it. Wouldn't they have realized something was up if the other species never had both Blades of Deliverance? I feel like that aspect was poorly written. Same goes for Vangelis. The second point I wanted to mention are his motives. Okay, sure. Threatening villain who happens to be a slaver and one of the allies' father. Yay! However, he was just making the Munts and the Geckos mine Vengestone for a customer who we never met in the season. I hope we get to meet this buyer in Season 14 because if not, I will be extremely disappointed. This is not a bad plot idea by any means, but I would have liked to maybe see an army of awakened warriors with Vengestone armor or a super weapon made of Vengestone. That may have been super cool. I'll let the idea pass if we meet the buyer soon, but otherwise, come on. Third point, tying to what I just said, plot holes. There were 3 instances in the season which were apparently forgotten by the characters. A. Vanya's birthday. The ninja were invited to Shintaro to celebrate Vanya's birthday. But after episode 2, it was completely forgotten. So did Vanya have a happy birthday or no? This does not make any sense to explore in a future season, so come on. B. Gleck and Cole's meeting. Cole got his suspicions that Lily was connected to Shintaro thanks to Gleck visiting Cole and his room. And Cole went into the dungeons to look for him. Sure, we eventually learned that Lily gave Gleck her necklace. But could we at least have gotten a scene with the two acknowledging each other? At least Cole letting him keep the necklace or Gleck giving it to him? Wow. See? Who was Vangelis' buyer? Like I said before, hopefully we learn more about him soon or I will be mad. Last thing to point out is the Lego set accuracies and screen time. I get that these sets may have been in production at the same time as the season, but just look at some of them. Kai and Cole never piloted the Firestone mech together, heck, it never saw battle. Zane also never had a minor creature. The Munts and Geckos were never villains, also Gleck and Ginkle switched names with their on-screen characters. Come on! Overall, if I had to rate the season, I would give it an 8 out of 10. It was a great season and I really liked it. But like I said, there were a ton of plot holes. What did you think of Season 13? Let me know in the comments. Stay tuned for my Season 13 episodes ranking video releasing soon. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!